Good afternoon, everyone. We got a lot to talk about this week. We got Ant-Man, we got Wasps, we got Purges. There's so much going on. I think we just got to get right to it. Let's go to AMC Thursday Ticket. Welcome everyone into AMC Thursday Ticket. I am Hank. I'm joined today by my usual co-host. Thankfully, the dream team is back together. How are you doing today, Alicia?
I'm great. Nice to be back. Hi,
yes,
guys.
It's good. It's good. We are in the heart of summer right now. It is hot. It is sunny. It is beautiful out there. And we got a lot of movie news to talk about this week. So the way that the world works in the world of movies is we kind of break things down by quarters, right? First 3 months, second 3 months, third 3 months, last. And we just finished.
It's not just in movies, but also.
I only think of movies all the time. That's all my world revolves around.
But keep going.
Exactly. So for the second quarter of the year, the quarter that goes April, May, and June, was the biggest movie-going quarter of all time.
Wow.
Highest box office results that has ever happened. $3.33 billion is what is out there.
That's a lot of change.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of great movies to thank for it. You know, of course, Avengers Infinity War is in there. Of course, you got Deadpool. We got Incredibles and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom that just came into the last one. We can't forget, what started it all off in April was a little movie that was a little bit of a surprise. A little bit of a sleeper, A Quiet Place.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I have no idea where you're going with that.
Yeah, that really kicked off the quarter. So we've had a lot of really cool, really great movies this quarter. It's been a great 3 months for moviegoers.
One thing about Quiet Place, so last year, I believe, was it last year? Horror movies started to get a little kind of get some more excitement around them. And A Quiet Place just continued to do that as far as horror movies that are horror, but kind of different, kind of mysterious. Hereditary comes to mind as well.
And then we got another, a sequel, but another kind of horror thriller coming out this week, and The First Purge. So that genre is really how to. Okay, all right, I'll stop right there. Let's move on to different news then. I'll let you take the lead now, and I'll be quiet.
Little Women, for those who love the classic novel, it's coming back to the theaters, and this past week, it was announced the cast that's coming to this film.
You got a list for me?
I do. You know, I have a good list. I write things down because I forget. Okay, so directed by Greta Gerwig, who Oscar-nominated director. Meryl Streep, little actress you might.
I haven't heard of her.
No,
has she done anything before?
I think she's gonna do big things.
Oh, was she in that Ricky and the Flash?
Keep going. Emma Stone, Timothée Chalamet, and Saoirse Ronan. So those are like huge. That's a huge casting announcement.
Yeah, you got some of the Lady Bird dream team back together with Greta Gerwig and Saoirse Ronan. I mean, that sounds really, really, really good.
Yeah, so that's some of the Hollywood news. This next nugget of news is combining two of the things that I love, sports and movies.
Yes.
LeBron James. Yes, we are. I know that you're probably
that close.
You're tired of LeBron news. We're not. We're still going to keep it going. So LeBron is going to LA. He's going to play for the Lakers. Beautiful franchise that people love. So I want to talk about LeBron in movies.
Yes, I mean, LeBron did a great job in Trainwreck a couple years ago. He really kind of came out of nowhere with how funny he was.
Yeah.
He was a legitimately good actor in that movie, and it was really kind of like, oh, this guy could do this. This is not just something, a stunt casting thing. He didn't have one scene in the movie.
No.
He was all over it.
He could do it.
And with him going to LA, I expect good things. He's got a production company out there. They're already working on film projects and television projects.
Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
He's a producer on that, so that's pretty exciting.
I think that's very exciting.
I want to see LeBron. I know you're on vacation, so you might be chilling watching AMC Thursday Ticket. I want to see in movies. I want to talk next year.
Yeah.
I want to be talking about your movie on this show.
Ooh, you know, we
it.
could do like a crossover too. We could have like James LeBron, now that he's in LA, like a spy basketball player guy. Is that not going to fly? Should we move on?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we are in the month of July, and we just finished the 4th of July.
Yeah.
You know, America's holiday.
Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day to everyone out there. And what that got me thinking of is, there's a tradition in my household on the 4th of July. We watch a very specific movie on or around the 4th of July every year.
What movie
we
is
watch
that?
Jaws. Now, Jaws to me is the quintessential 4th of July movie. The town of Amity, the shark, Sheriff Brody, Quint, Hooper, everybody, they're almost like family members now. They come over on the 4th of July and we get together. But that got me thinking, what what are the movies you guys watch on 4th of July? What are great patriotic movies or just movies you get together and it's what you watch on the 4th of July with your family?
Yeah. So the first movie that comes to mind, and please stay with me because it's not really 4th of July-ish movie.
Okay.
But it's still Magnolias. There's a scene in there where it is 4th of July, and I just love that movie. And that's the first thing that came to mind when I thought of the 4th of July. So, yeah. Like Hank said, tell us what you guys think
because you can have an emotional connection to even one scene in a movie. I think of The Sandlot, too, when I think of 4th of July. The one scene where they're playing a night game with the fireworks going off. I mean, that gets me every time. That is a 4th of July movie to me.
Yeah.
But let's think about some movies that are coming out the week of 4th of July.
Yes.
Right now. Let's go to it. Let's go to our weekend movie guide. So for our weekend movie guide this week, we have to start off with Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes.
So this is a sequel that I've been looking forward to very much. And I will say, I got to be honest with you.
Okay.
When the first Ant-Man was coming out, I was a little nervous.
Were you now?
He's not an over-the-top superhero.
Yeah.
And there was a director change kind of mid-production.
That's right.
Where Edgar Wright kind of left the project. And they brought Peyton Reed in. And I'm a huge Edgar Wright fan, so I was a little nervous there.
Were you exactly?
I was a little nervous. But when Peyton Reed came in, I felt pretty good. I'm actually a very big Peyton Reed fan.
Okay.
Those of you that know me know this, and that's sad if you actually do know this about me. But Peyton Reed directed Bring It On, which is one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. He's directed some other great stuff in The Breakup and Yes Man. But
so
Bring It On.
I have to stop you for a second.
Okay.
So not right now, but viewers after the show, go back to our past shows where Hank, my friend here, Hank, does a whole cheer from Bring It On.
Yes,
so,
I'm a legitimate Bring It On fan. I am one of the Toros. But for this one now, Peyton Reed's back, Ant-Man and the Wasp. It looks really funny. They brought the humor from the first one back. My guy Michael Pena's in it, doing what he does, looking very much forward to all that stuff. It just looks like a fun action movie out of the movies.
One of the things I like about this film is that it talks about family, and I really like that. It makes it a little bit different from the other Marvel movies, so they're very much, it's still like comic book heroes and saving the day and all that fun stuff, but there's an element of family with fathers and daughters, which I think is kind of amazing.
Yeah, that is really good. And, speaking of comic books, it is based on a comic book. It is. And you can get a comic book. If you go see Ant-Man and the Wasp first opening weekend in Dolby Cinema, you will get a mini comic book.
Little tiny
and of
little
course it's got to be mini. It's Ant-Man and the Wasp. So you get a little mini comic book. Do you know what else you get?
What's that?
A magnifying glass to read it with.
We got you.
We can't have everybody looking just completely confused about what's going on. We're going to give you the magnifying glass so you can read it. So you go see this movie in Dolby Cinema anytime during open weekend, and you will get a free, cool little mini collector comic book.
The tiniest comic book you ever seen in your life.
Yes, exactly. And Alicia talked about the relationships that were built in this movie and that they kind of take off from in the second one because the first one sets it up, but this one takes it to another level. But don't take our word for it. Let's talk to the cast. We actually sat down with the cast to talk about the relationships and the family atmosphere in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Let's take a look.
She seems more intense.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's family dynamics. It's my father and I finally being in a beautiful relationship, being partners in this mission to see if there's any way that it's possible to bring my mom back from the quantum realm.
The familial theme is obviously a constant in that I have a daughter in this movie. Hank has a daughter in Hope, so there is always this kind of parental-child theme that's running through. And I think that it works as a family film even more than some of the other Marvel films.
This one starts off with a pretty clear storyline of me sharing with Hope what happened to her mom and the idea of bringing her back.
The thematic of the movies of Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's really about fathers and daughters.
You go low, I'll go high.
I have wings. Why would I go low?
This movie looks really good. I'm very excited. Another addition into the Marvel Universe. I'm going to be there for all of them. This one will be no exception.
Yeah, and like I said before, I'm interested in this film because of the father-daughter connection.
Yes.
And they just talked about it right there. And
Because you're a daughter.
I am a daughter.
And you had a father.
And I have a father.
There you go.
And I have a daughter, and she is a father.
Perfect.
Crazy.
These are perfect connections to make. And we said it earlier. It is summer. It's hot out there. And when you're hot and you go to the movies, what do you want? You want a refreshing drink. And we have 2 of them this week for you.
Cheers!
2 drinks this week that are going to be amazing for you when you go to the movies and see any of these movies that are coming out this week. So what I've got here, I've got the Stinger. Now, what the stinger is kind of our take on a classic Kentucky lemonade. So it's got our fresh-made lemonade. It's got some Knob Creek and some Di Serono in it. It's light. It's refreshing. I mean, look at this cute thing right here. Who wouldn't want one of these? Well, somebody might want one of those, though. So why don't you tell them about that one?
So I have the pomegranate. See what I did there?
I do.
I didn't just do it myself, thanks to the team that named this delightful cocktail. It has grapefruit and lime and Avion tequila. It is a take on the pomegranate Paloma.
Paloma, gotcha.
Paloma.
Keep
Sorry,
it going.
guys, I can still talk. Like I said, tequila, grapefruit, lime, refreshing.
Yeah, it's got Avion tequila in it. What more could you want?
More of the drink, actually.
There you go. 2 great choices this weekend when you go to the movies to get a nice, cool, refreshing drink at any of our AMC MacGuffin's bars. They're at locations across the country.
Yes.
You can go for it. Speaking of things that happen across the country, we're going to transition right now into a pretty life-changing event that happened across our country a few years ago. The Purge. The Purge comes out.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Oh, The Purge. I am a purgeaholic. I don't know if that's the proper term.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Well, I'm going to coin it right now. Purgeaholism is evident within me. This is the 4th Purge movie.
It is.
Before we get too deep into it, let's just give you a quick look at the First Purge.
What makes America great? The answer's simple, really. Americans make America great. You are the lifeblood of the nation, and your rights as Americans must be safeguarded. There's only one solution to keep our country great: a new tradition. Participate today, and nothing will make you prouder than when your boy looks up at you and says, "Dad, I want to purge too."
Okay, guys, let's talk about the First Purge. So first of all, it opens last night, so be kind.
No
to your
spoilers.
fellow viewers. No spoilers in the comment sections. No one wants to
I'm
hear
guessing
that.
a purge happens.
Fact.
Okay,
So
good.
that's not really a spoiler.
Got
It
it.
is more of like the title
True.
of the movie, but that's
True.
neither here nor there. So it's the prequel to the other films, and
Yes.
so that's before. Everybody knows that. So it's about 12 hours of lawlessness.
Complete bedlam, mayhem,
Right.
nuts.
So a lot of crazy things happen
Yes.
about in that film because, you know, crime is rampant.
It's legal. It's legal for 12 hours, any crime. It even says in the trailer, including murder.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
No, I don't want to.
I'd-
I don't have to. I can watch the movies.
Fact. So I'm excited about this film because it has an actor that I like watching on Insecure, Yolan Noel. And if you watch Insecure, you know what I'm talking about.
There you go.
He's in the film, so if anything else, just go see for him. But also, Lex Scott is in this film. She's currently also in Superfly.
Yes.
So she's doing double work. So those 2 films are both, they're not at the same time, you know what I mean? But both of her films are in the theaters.
Yeah, and
right
you've
now.
got Academy Award winner Marissa Tomei coming
Yeah.
in for this one, and she's kind of the creator of The Purge, but you can tell it doesn't exactly go according to plan. And, you know, these are some troubling political times in the movie and possibly in the real world right now.
Speak on it.
And it's a very interesting story to get out there right now. There's a lot of thoughts on either side, and The Purge takes a very interesting look at what could happen if certain directions are taken, if certain people make certain choices, and then what happens to the people that it actually affects.
Yeah. So this film is what I like to call a conversation starter because after you see it, you're really going to talk to people that you've seen the movie with, and you're really going to have a nice conversation about current times and then the movie.
Yeah, and it's really cool because it's, they're going back to the roots, which is what some franchises have done more recently with
that's
some of
true.
their horror stuff. I think of just Prometheus just a few years ago, taking the Alien franchise back to the beginning, trying to start it over and see where it goes from there. I think that's kind of cool to have built a world, but then go back and say, okay, how did this actually really start? Where did it come from?
Yep.
I really like that.
Yeah. So the First Purge, like we said, it's already opened. It's in theaters. But everybody else that didn't see it last night, see it.
Yeah, keep
this
checking it
weekend.
out all weekend. And that's not all we've got for you this week. We've got some smaller independent titles coming out. So let's go ahead. Let's transition right now to our AMC Independent Spotlight.
So the first movie we're going to talk about in our AMCI Spotlight is Whitney. Now, I'm just going to be honest. I'm a huge fan of Whitney Houston.
Who is not a huge fan of Whitney Houston?
Actually, you would. I'm not going to name names, but another one of our hosts of this show.
Oh my goodness.
He was not so much of a fan.
Well, that's
I
why
just
I'm
gave
in this
it
chair
some
today.
away, but
Because
yeah.
I'm Whitney all the way.
Me too. Up top. All right.
I believe that children are our future.
Yes. Teach them
I'm
all.
going to
Let them.
let them lead the way. Exactly.
Show them all the
Beauty they possess inside.
See, we didn't even practice
I
that,
like to
y'all.
give them a sense of pride.
Okay.
That makes it easier.
I'm going to stop because I'm just going to stop.
Okay, keep going. Movie.
Okay, so Whitney's documentary about Whitney Houston, who was a wonderful, amazing, arguably the best singer of all time.
Yeah, quite possibly the most talented vocalist I've ever heard.
Yeah, she had an interesting life, and this movie touches on all the good of her life and what she did, and her definite awesome talent that she had from the great state of New Jersey. Had to put that plug in there.
There you go.
So we have a clip from the movie, and take a look at it right now.
Nippy's me. My father gave me that nickname. I am Nippy.
She was simple. When Whitney was at home, she would sleep on the couch in the family room and watch TV. She became Whitney Houston when it was time for her to get on stage. And when she come off, she became Nippy again.
So I got some goosebumps because
Yes.
I love Whitney.
Yeah, and you know, you feel like you know these people sometimes when you've listened to them literally all your life.
Yeah.
You've seen Whitney was in movies. I mean, she's in The Bodyguard. I could sing the song. I could pick you up right now. Probably not going to happen.
No.
But she's somebody that's been a part of my life since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And seeing a movie that really takes you behind the scenes, showing you things you didn't know, showing you people around her that, you know, grew up with her and saw her before she was famous, that kind of stuff is amazing to me.
But also, it made me want to play my Whitney Houston playlist. Yes, it does exist, guys. And just rock out to her because she's amazing.
Yes. Yes, you cannot get enough of Whitney Houston songs. You get the highs, you get the lows, you get the dance numbers. You get it all with Whitney Houston.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Can't wait to see Whitney. Another movie we've got coming out this week on our Independent Spotlight is called Boundaries.
Yes.
Now, this is a really cool story, and let me lay the groundwork here for you.
Okay.
Because we got about a minute-long scene to kind of give you a feel for what this movie's about. But let me just paint the picture for you. So it's got Christopher Plummer, amazing actor. It's got Vera Farmiga, amazing actress. And what the story is Christopher Plummer, you know, he's in his golden years. He's been living in a nursing home, and he's decided that he's going to take up a new occupation. You know, some people retire, they go do something different. Well, he decided to become a drug dealer. And, you know, the people at the nursing home don't take too kindly to that. So he's got to take his weed-dealing ways on the road after this, and he needs to enlist the help of his family. So we got a little scene right here that kind of sets the stage for you for how this movie plays out. Let's check it out.
Now, the point is, I can trust you. Huh? Do you know why we're here?
To visit Stanley and his son?
That and?
I don't know. To annoy my mom?
I'm a drug dealer, Hoyt. I know I may look out of my prime, but I'm just getting started. There's $200,000 worth of weed in there. Go on, take a look.
We've been driving this in the car. That's really illegal.
Oh, you sound like your mother. I thought I could tell you things.
She's gonna be really pissed.
All my customers are lined up. I need a partner. I can't unload it on my own.
Partner? What kind of partner?
You help me get rid of the weed, and I'll send you money on your birthday.
That's what normal grandpas do anyway.
Great. Then you'll be getting what you've always wanted.
That gives you a good taste of the humor that's going on. It looks like a cool family road trip comedy, but with a slight bend to it. Yeah, exactly. Just a slight little turn into illegality. But, you know, this movie's opening in limited release, and if you want to find out if this is coming to a theater near you, go to our AMC Independent website. You get all the information you need about Boundaries and where it's playing.
There you go.
We have another cool thing coming this week. It's another installment of our Met Summer Encore series. You can see the unique and really cool Russian-based opera, Eugene Onegin.
That was a wonderful pronunciation.
I mean, I am part 0% Russian, so that was my best.
I don't know if it was right.
But this is a Tchaikovsky opera.
Yes.
And if you're familiar in the world of opera, it's a very, very epic tale about a kind of a hero who kind of shuttles off some love interest from some females and then regrets it later on. That's about as simple as I can put it. But it comes out on July 11th.
Yes.
So make sure you check out this next installment in our Met Summer Encore series. If you haven't seen the opera in person, you're missing out. But the best possible way to see it, if you can't get to the Met in New York, is to get into a theater, see it with some people that love opera just as much as you do, with great sound and great picture. It's an amazing experience.
So one thing that I like about this series is the fact that, like Hank said, everybody can't get to New York and go to the Met and see these operas. So bringing them into the theater right by you allows you to experience and show your love for the opera. So if I'm speaking to you and this is resonating with you, you need to see it on July 11th.
Yes.
This is just for you. We do this for you guys.
Get into the opera. So that does it for everything we've got coming out this week. But that's not the end yet. We got some really cool exclusive offers for you right now. Let's go right to them. So before we go this week, we got a really cool offer we got to talk about. And we got to talk about it because tickets are on sale now for Mission Impossible Fallout. So if you're going to buy a ticket to Mission Impossible Fallout, you are going to be entered to win a BMW motorcycle. Like the one that Tom Cruise rides. Probably not the actual one, because I bet they built 9 of them and he crashed 8 of them. But you can be entered to win a BMW motorcycle just for buying a ticket to Mission Impossible Fallout at an AMC theater. Go to our website, go to our app, buy tickets now between June 29th, which is last week, until July 29th. So all the way up through opening weekend, you can get entered to win a BMW motorcycle. That sounds awesome.
That's pretty awesome. So we have another offer for you guys for Skyscraper. If you buy tickets for the July 12th showing, you will be entered. You will not entered. You will win. Get 1,000 AMC Stubs bonus points.
Yes, you get 1,000 points just for going to see Skyscraper on opening night. And you know what else is really cool? We got tickets that went on sale today.
Yeah.
For Equalizer 2.
Ooh, Denzel.
Denzel is on sale.
Yeah.
That sort of rhymes.
Wait, no, he's not on sale.
Okay, The Equalizer is on sale. Equalizer 2 is on sale today.
Yeah, and also more offers. So this is going on forever and ever. As you guys know, we launched AMC Stubs A-List last week. We did a special show with Stephen Colanero. So it was very exciting. It's a very big time for the company. We want to remind you guys that you can sign up for AMC Stubs A-List if you go to amcstubs.com/A-List. We also know that you guys still have a lot of questions about A-List and just want to run through a couple of them right now. And so a lot of people are asking for a family plan. This is the beginning of A-List, and we are hearing and understanding that your feedback, it has gone up to the powers that be in this company. And so just know that it's on our minds.
We're working on it.
That's all I can really say about that as far as that. But also, if you want to buy a ticket for a friend or family member that's not an A-List member. So you can do that. So you can sign up, get your tickets online, but you can also get a ticket for a member that a friend or family member that's not an A-List member.
Yeah, you don't have to separate the two transactions. Alicia wants to go. She has an A-List card. She wants to buy some tickets for a friend. You can do it all at once. And Alicia still gets her ticket taken off of that.
Yes, and your points.
Yes, and you get the points. That's a big piece.
That's a big deal.
A big deal.
That is all for us today. Obviously, you can get your tickets at amctheaters.com or on our mobile app. Tons of movies.
Tons of movies. You got Ant-Man and the Wasp this weekend, The First Purge, Whitney. You can buy tickets for Mission Impossible Fallout, Equalizer 2. Get your bonus points for Skyscraper.
Yeah.
I mean, people should be at the movies literally every day.
We think that all the time, but definitely this weekend. So just a reminder, follow us on all the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube.
Yes, and we will see everybody next week with more movies coming out on AMC Thursday Ticket.